Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Brainy Shanae, and today I'll be sharing with you my May reading plan, so please stay tuned. And I am back, and also if you're new to my channel, welcome. So like I said before, I want to share with you all my May reading plans. Now, just to let you know, I do not do TBRs anymore because I have officially become a mood reader, so my mood changes throughout the month. So literally, like, the books I'm saying I'm going to read this month, it may change, but I have a feeling I will at least read majority of them because they are, some of them are most of my anticipated reads of this year. So before I even get to that, I'm also participating in the Asian readathon. So I'll be sharing with you what I plan on reading as far as that readathon goes. So the first book, or one of the books that I plan on reading for the Asian readathon, is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is set in the 1920s in Shanghai, where it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. But I will leave the video up above of me sharing my TBR for the Asian readathon. So this is one of the books I'll be reading. Next book for the Asian readathon is We Hunt the Flame by Hasfa Vazal. This is located in Arabia, the ancient Arabia, also which is known as now as Saudi Arabia. So we have this, and also since I'm reading the first book, I thought I would read the second book, which came out this year. I believe this book came out in 2019, but this is the final book of the duology. This is the conclusion of the book. So we have We Free the Stars by also Hasfa Fazal, which is also located in Saudi Arabia. So I plan on reading both of these, but like I said before, you can go up in the link above so you can check out my announcement video of my Asian readathon TBR. Now, and one of the challenges is read a nonfiction book. Now, a lot of people have gave me references and recommendations, which I do appreciate so much. But I think I might stick to the one where I really wanted to read. I really love her. She's hilarious. She's a great actress. So as you can see right here, or right here, whatever, I'll be reading Ali Wong, Dear Girls. And I believe it was like the 2019, it was like the Goodreads Choice Award for 2019 for Goodreads. So I thought this would be really cool to read. So for the synopsis of this book, it's for Ali Wong's heartfelt and hilarious letters to her daughters, the two she put to work while they were still in utero, covering everything they need to know in life, like the unpleasant details of dating, how to be a working mom in a male-dominated profession, and how she trapped their dad. In her hit Netflix comedy special, Baby Cobra, an 8th-month pregnant Ali Wong resonated so heavily that she became a popular Halloween costume. Wong told the world her remarkably unfiltered thoughts on marriage, sex, Asian culture, working women, and why you never see new mom comics on stage, but you sure see plenty of new dads. The sharp insights and humor are even more personal in this completely original collection. She shares the wisdom she learned from a life in comedy and reveals stories from her life off stage, including the brutal singles life in New York. For example, the inevitable confrontation with erectile dysfunction, reconnecting her roots, and drinking snake blood in Vietnam. Tales of being a wild child growing up in San Francisco, and parenting war stories. Though addressed to her daughters, Ali Wong's letters are absurdly funny, surprisingly moving, and enlightening and disgusting for all. So I thought this would be something that I wanted to read. It sounds very interesting. It sounds something up my alley. So I do plan on reading that as my nonfiction book for the Asian readathon. So there are those 4 books for you already. And then the next books that I plan on reading, I have, these are all pretty much my anticipated reads of the year. So the first book that I'm currently reading is Hurricane Summer by Asha Bronfield. This comes out May the 4th. And I feel like what enticed me the most was just the cover overall. It was beautiful. You don't really see covers like this. It's like watercolor, but you see like the rain falling down on her, as well as the pink, beautiful flower that we have here. So I'm really excited about this. Let me read the synopsis for you. Let me see so I can read it, so I can get it for you, because I'm really excited to share this with you. Like I said, this is one of my anticipated reads. So it says, Tilla has spent her entire life trying to make her father love her, but every 6 months he leaves their family and returns to his true home, the island of Jamaica. When Tilla's mother tells her she'll be spending the summer on the island, Tilla dreads the idea of seeing him again, but longs to discover what life in Jamaica has always held for him. In an unexpected turn of events, Tilla is forced to face the storm that unravels in her own life as she learns about the dark secrets that lie beyond the veil of paradise, all in the midst of an impending hurricane. So this is like a powerful coming of age story that deals with colorism, classism, also deals with love, the father and daughter dynamic, which I think that's really awesome. So I'm loving this book so far. I have no complaints. But yeah, so this is the book that I'm currently reading right now and one of my anticipated reads, and I'm enjoying it so much. So here's this book. Next book comes out June 1st, but I'm definitely going to be reading it this month. She's one of my favorite authors, and she's also a local author that lives in Columbus, Ohio. And that is Symone Breaks All the Rules by Debbie Regaud. I loved her first book, Madly Royally. I think it's called Madly Royally. And I really am excited about this. And also the cover is beautiful. Sorry about the glare, but I'm really excited about this one. So for this one, it says, perfect for fans of You Should See Me in a Crown and Netflix Never Have I Ever. This hilarious and heartfelt own voices rom-com for rising star Debbie Regaud is pure black girl joy. So it says, Symone Thibodeau is about to switch things up. Check her life. It's sealed in a boy-proof container. Her Haitian immigrant parents send Symone to an all-girls school and enforce strict no-dating rules. As for prom, Symone is allowed to go on one condition. Her parents will select her date, a boy from a nice Haitian immigrant family, obviously. Symone is desperate to avoid the setup, especially since she has a serious crush on another boy. It's time to take action. Symone and her fellow late bloomer friends make a senior year bucket list of all the wild things they haven't done yet, like go to a real party, skip class, like what? And oh yeah, decide their own prom destiny. But as the list takes on a life of its own, things get much messier than Symone expected. She'll have to figure out which rules are worth breaking and which might save her from heartbreak. So I'm really excited to read this. It's something that, like, especially during high school, like, you don't even think of like doing a bucket list for high school, which I find that very cute. But yeah, so I do plan on reading this in May as well, and I'm so excited to get into this. So we have this, which comes out June the 1st. So if you want to pre-order it, go ahead and do that. Next book, which came out last month, which I'm definitely looking forward to reading, and that is Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. This is the Owl Crate exclusive edition, and I am looking forward to reading this. I've been wanting to read this for a very long time when I found out that, oh my gosh, it's coming out this year. So I'm so excited that I finally got a copy of it. So for the synopsis, it says, Araya Adair has spent her life in a cell, heir to an overthrown and magically gifted dynasty. She was exiled from her home on the island nation of Iika when just a child, but every day brings her closer to freedom and vengeance. Then the next one, it says, Jasmine Carriot grew up dressed in gold, with stolen magic at her fingertips. Daughter of a self-crowned doyen, her existence is a threat to her mother's rule. But unlike her sister before her, Jasmine has no intention of dying to strengthen her mother's power. Sworn enemies, the two witches enter a deadly alliance to take down the woman who threatens both their worlds, Diane Carriot. But revenge is a bloody pursuit, and nothing is certain except the lengths Araya and Jasmine will go to win this game. So it sounds really good. I'm looking forward to reading it. Now, I did see Ashley from Bookish Realm, how she was currently reading this, and it's not what she expected, but hopefully I can push through and I can read it, and I love it. You know, I'm really hopeful for this book, because I've been waiting to read this book forever, when they finally announced that it was coming out. So I'm reading this. I'm gonna read it with an open mind and form my own opinion about the book and just go from there. So this is another book that I'll be reading in May. So the next book that I'll be reading in May, which as you can see, is Aerodyn. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is one of the books I picked from the book of the month. That was one of the book of the month picks for the box. So I chose this book, and cover is absolutely gorgeous. I really love it so much. And I like that aspect of gods and goddesses and mythical stuff. So I'm all for that. So for the and of course this is by Jennifer Saint. Just to throw it out there, just to let you know who it's by, even though it says it. And so for the synopsis, it says, as princesses of Crete and daughters of the fearsome King Minos, Aerodyn and her sister Phaedra grow up hearing the hoofbeats and bellows of the Minotaur echo from the labyrinth beneath the palace. The Minotaur, Minos' greatest shame and Aerodyn's brother, demands blood every year. When Theseus, prince of Athens, arrives in Crete as a sacrifice to the beast, Aerodyn falls in love with him. But helping Theseus kill the monster means betraying her family and country. And Aerodyn knows only too well that in a world ruled by mercurial gods, drawing their attention can cost you everything. In a world where women are nothing more than the pawns of powerful men, will Aerodyn's decision to betray Crete or Theseus ensure her happy ending? Or will she find herself sacrificed for her lover's ambition? Aerodyn gives a voice to the forgotten women of one of the most famous Greek myths and speaks to their strength in the face of angry, petulant gods. Beautifully written and completely immersive, this is an exceptional debut novel. Mesmerizing retelling of the ancient Greek myth of Theseus and the Minotaur. Perfect for fans of Circe, A Song of Achilles, and The Silence of the Girls. So I'm really excited to read this. This sounds amazing. I'm all about Greek mythology and everything like that. Now I was trying to read Circe and I'm sorry, I know everybody loved that book. I couldn't get into it at all. I don't know why. It wasn't meant for me. That's all I can say. So I couldn't get into it. It was a DNF because I don't know what it is. It just didn't grasp my interest. I don't know what it was, or if it was me, I don't know, but I just couldn't get into it. So I haven't read Circe and I haven't read A Song of Achilles, but it is what it is. So I do plan on reading Aerodyn, and I'm so excited to read this book this month. So this next book was an add-on for the book of the month. So we had Aerodyn, and I chose an add-on. So I chose The Girl with Stars in Her Eyes by Zoe Axelrod. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing her name right. And just the cover is beautiful. When I saw this book and saw the cover on it on Twitter, I think, and on Instagram when the book was going to be released, I was so excited. Like, the cover is beautiful. I love the colors. I love the pink, the yellow, the whites, the blue. I love the glasses that she has on. It's just amazing. And I'll be like Corey from Corey's Corner from Bookstagram. We have Kaylee's Bookshelf on Instagram. They're Bookstagrammers. They were saying how much they really enjoyed this book, and I'm like, okay, if they really enjoyed this book, I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this book as well. So I went ahead and added it to the my book of the month box. So for this book, is one book, I think, out of a series. I'm not sure if it's a series, a duology, I'm not sure, but this is the first book. And for the synopsis, it says, they say the road to stardom is paved with broken dreams. Growing up, Antonia, for short Tony, Bennett's guitar was her only companion until she met Sebastian Quick. Seb was a little older, a lot wiser, and he became Tony's way out, promising they'd escape their small town together. Then Seb turned 18 and split without looking back. Now, Tony B is all grown up and making a name for herself in Philadelphia's indie rock scene. When a friend suggests she try out for the hottest new band in the country, she decides to take a chance. She's in for a surprise when one of the decision makers turns out to be none other than Seb. Tony can handle it, no problem. Or wouldn't it be if Seb didn't still hold a piece of her heart, not to mention the key to her future? So they really, I feel like, loved each other, and he just left her. I'm like, dang, like, seriously? You could have given a girl a heads up, you know what I mean? But I think this book is really going to be good. I really am excited to read it. So yeah, so that is the last book that I have in mind. I feel like there's going to be more books I'll be reading in May. I'm not sure yet, but like I said, I'm a mood changer, so my mood changes drastically. But I feel like these books are definitely set in stone for me to read so far. So yeah, so that is my May reading plans for May. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and please stay healthy and stay safe. See ya.